Good morning, everyone. Does everyone hear me? Very good. Okay, so welcome to FEBRABAN TECH and to our panel about bank branches and treasury departments. It's a very specific topic that I will present, but it's one in which we have been deepening our knowledge in the recent years, and I'm sure you will be able to enjoy it. So before starting, I would like to introduce our company, Perto. We are a company that works with bank automation. We began in 1988. We are part of the Digicom group. It's a 1977 group. It's an industrial group. So we develop, we manufacture, and we install the automation equipment. And we've been thinking about automation since we began our operations. We have a large engineering team, and we've always been thinking about innovation for the market, and I will present one of our most recent advanced products in automation. But before that, I would like to just show you a brief video about the group, the Digicom group, and our company, Perto. But there's no sound.
Agora sim. Opa.
Nope.
Peraí. Desculpa, pessoal.
He's apologizing for the lack of sound in the video. I think you have it now. Well, group Digicom presents Perto and Digicom.
A cada novo passo,
at each new step, thousands of people, including yourself, are connected to us. Maybe that's something simple like walking the streets, parking your car, going to an ATM, maybe waiting for the green light, traveling. But for us, that's not true. Even the most simple tasks become a challenge because we believe that technology and innovation, we see them as a way to change reality. We are Perto and Digicom. And together we form the Digicom group. Since 1977, we are specialized in mobility, access control, bank automation, retail technology with responsibility and technical achievements. We can improve your operations like in the way you have never imagined. There's no sound in the moment in the video, it's just the images and the words. More than 1 million pieces of equipment produced. More than 100,000 meters. We develop solutions to look at the infrastructure of the city and the automation so that technology can be part of people's lives, because we are here to facilitate, because we believe that people must feel the life and its great secret, which is time. It was through time that everything consolidated. The dreams and achievements of our founder, Joseph Elping, a businessman from the electronic business industry in Brazil, put in practice through technology his wish to impact people's daily lives, and through time we started existing and opened new pathways which transformed us, and with which we are developing the future. In life's ups and downs, see, wisdom is in personalization. We deliver them to the market what it really needs. We innovate and we open new paths. We went beyond and we reached India to fulfill the demands of a new culture, of a new economy. Again, no sound, just images of its operations in India. We have decades of experience in what we really love, which is to create new solutions for people and to see the troubles as opportunities, and to potentialize the future but looking always at the human being. So we are Digicon Group. We go beyond. That's for you to know a little bit more about our Digicon Group. We are in the market. We have been in the market for over 50 years, developing solutions, investing in new products and new businesses. And what we want to present to you today is one of the challenges we saw in the market, and we decided to bring some innovation to that market. So Digicon has a manufacturing plant with 44,000 square meters and over 1,700 employees, and producing over 1 million products in Gravataí. About Perto, we operate in 4 segments with financial institutions, retail, highways, and passenger transportation. And the problem or trouble that I want to present you, and it impacts all of these segments, which is a solution for Treasury departments for us to understand the challenges in those departments, especially the banking segment, and how we can help and with new solutions. With financial institutions, we work with ATMs and self-service terminals, and we are specializing in cash deliveries and also the recycling of currency. And also in retail, we also have the self-checkout and self-service displays. We're working always in this automation and self-service displays. We also have some solutions for tolls, the physical equipment. We have developed the equipment at our headquarters with our engineering team. We manufacture the equipment and install it afterwards. So we've covered the whole chain and to reach the final consumer. Here also we have the terminals for passenger transportation. But what we want to talk to you about here today is that we know that currency is still the basis of our transactions, even if with all the new innovations as the peaks and the credit cards, but still cash is still is widely used by population, and we are very dependent on it. And even today, even with a small drop in the use of currency in the recent years with the launch of the peaks, we still see that there's a large currency circulation and a number that before the pandemic.
In numbers all over Brazil. Brazil is very big, especially north and northeast. Money is being used, but cash is not leaving so soon. We also see informal work in classes C, D, and E. They still use cash to pay everything, and cash is offline and it can be used. So we still see a demand for cash although we have new technologies coming up. And what are the trends that we see? The branches are product stores, bank products. You know the branches. And the branches nowadays are here not to offer a banking service. You can do it online, but they are a business center. So we have a difficulty and high cost of employees, not only in these segments, but all the segments that we have been working. And we also see a new trend on technology to recycle paper bills. Basically, the new technology brings more automation, and that's what we see in the market. We see a trend to automate processes that currently are manual. And what I mean by manual process, this is traditional process. If you have never been to a branch or treasury, that's how they close a day in a treasury work. Basically, this employee gets all the cash in paper bills and coins. The treasurer will account all this money manually. And we see here an employee doing it very fast. Everything is manually input. There is a calculator, and then it's input in the system. Counting paper bills, and we see basically in all the segments that we work at banks, retail stores, highways, we have similar process. There is no way, not yet, to automate this process. So it depends on people. People must be well trained. We have a dependency. We need to trust these people because they are responsible for accounting and closing all the values. Then she's going to input in the system. And there is also a system. We see this input in Excel spreadsheets and in email. We still see in the market this big difficulty in automating these processes. And this is the reality that we experience. We see accounting, storage, and distribution of this cash. These are actual pictures. I'm not going to name this client, but that's how it works. In all these segments that I have talked to them, we see this kind of difficulty. And when we were deep diving in this topic as a company, we faced this case, Walmart, and all the treasures in other countries, in the USA, and the branches, they have similar cases. But let's observe Walmart's case that automated their treasury. They researched and they developed a solution to recycle cash to automate their treasury. Bills and coins, they are going to count and manage all this cash. Instead of people, they use machine. And there is a report published recently. It was famous, this case in the USA, and we applied this case for retailers in Brazil and branches and highways, reformulating their operational model in software and hardware. Software and hardware manage it all, saving labor, and they do not manual count this cash, reducing the working capital because the necessary cash decrease for the transaction, reduce the depositing branch, reducing as well rates and bank tariffs. So he could reduce the collect that you have in the branches. Have you thought about it? This is our solution to meet the Brazilian market's need. There is a short video to illustrate that. How much time you spend counting money, checking the cash. In the end, the calculation does not meet. No more losing money. We have cash automation from Perto. So the employee can withdraw the money, deposit, the same operator deposit the balance of the cash. throughout the day, all day long, in a very easy way. Perto Cash Automation, the treasury of the future available now. So this is the solution. This idea happened in the US, but here it is. This idea is in Brazil, developing our own solution. Recycler of cash applied for treasury use. These recyclers, they work for a long time already in the market, so we see these recyclers in ATM and other solutions, but the treasury with this cash, this is new. And how does recycler work? We have traditional recycler. This money is disposed of. Inside the recycler, this money that is deposited can also be withdrawn. The same cash can be recycled. That's the concept of recycling. And here there is a very short animation on how it works. The bill enters and runs inside the equipment and go into these cassettes in this format. So the branch can determine the bills and how to control this flow. The money goes inside the equipment. And when we withdraw, period, we dispose the money in this format. The operator will dispose of this cash and see what is the necessary value. And what we see here, when you apply this concept of recycling for treasuries, you need an exact control of what comes in and out of the equipment. So you do not depend on people anymore, as we saw in the previous video. Now the equipment is able to control and know exactly what's going on inside the branch, inside your treasury. And this concept, we have been studying it for a while, and we see you need three pillars. The first topic is operational efficiency. When we place the solution into the client, there is cost reduction because manual work is done. These people can work in other areas. Client service, this generates more money for branches. Instead of having several people in a treasury room counting money, we can place these people to serve clients. We do not count bills and coins anymore. When we open and close these operations, we determine cash A has this value and B, and in the end of the day, they deposit this number, and we can track back all the money running in the branch. And we can also audit this cash. If there is a breakage, we know exactly what it is, the point, the value, the reason. We can control it all. That's the second point, indicators management. In all the transactions that we see in branches, 100, 200 transactions on daily basis in this piece of equipment, we know exactly what's going on. So we generate data. So we analyze it all. So you see the money deposit in the branch, is it correct? Don't we have a lot of money in this branch? Don't we have bills and coins? Can we reduce these numbers in this working capital in this branch? So predictability. In the beginning of the month, we need more bills. In the end of the month, not so much. All this control is developed so we can track it and monitor all the money coming in and out of the treasury. We do not depend on people anymore, and we improve the processes. So we standardize the process. We know all the branches that we are going to use the equipment. All the transactions will happen in the treasury. Today, our clients, I'll talk more about them later, they see a dashboard, they open up the computer screen in this format, they place the branches, the treasuries, and they know exactly the cash running in their sites. There's no need to call anybody in the branches, there's no need to ask for anything, they totally control all the cash in that branch. And the third control is security. Security, as you saw previously, is always a challenge. When there is a safe in a treasury, it's R$1 million inside that safe. And treasury people ask for more money or not so much money. It's very hard to control in accuracy what's going on there. So with this piece of equipment, we know online the value exactly in all the branches, the transactions coming in, coming out. You manage this incredibly. There is a risk reduction. All the cash is in a safe. Nobody can access this safe. In the branches, a person can into the safe and open the safe. Of course, there is the timer, but it's very hard to control it, all the money inside the treasury. That's why we developed more technology to manage this system. We create a monitoring portal. There is a dashboard, and you see all the money in the branch, in all the branches, how much money, why there is much money here, not so much over there, and you track all this cash. In this portal, you see all the transactions and the money coming in and the money coming out. For example, in the cashier A, in the treasury, you see a withdrawal, 5,000 reais. The withdrawal is just possible if there is a permission. The operator is connected to the bank management. That money is only clear to the person according with the permit. If the person, after vacation, cannot do it, because this withdrawal is traced back in that operation and we can control it. So a person or a bank, a retailer, any person that has a great amount of treasuries, and some of these treasuries, you can control it all. Using the computer screen on a dashboard, you can see it all. Here we have some examples in this transaction. A withdrawal, 78 reais. We know exactly the bill and can reach the serial number of that bill to trace it back, that transaction. And then we generate reports. Maybe it's too much data. We need to highlight what we are going to present. All the transaction generates a log, a trace number on what's going on. We see transaction after transaction, everything that's going on, and then we consolidate all these numbers. As you can see, we know the operators in a treasury in that day that operate, withdraw, or deposit, and remove money. Everything is traced. Years ago, we developed this solution, and we are presenting to some clients. And one of the clients that we presented was Grupo Zafra, and they have this idea: we're going to control all the treasuries that you have. And it took us a long time to develop this solution. And now they can see all the transactions ongoing at the store. And Zafari, they have 41 stores. You go to the store, all the cashiers open this piece of equipment, the money is dispensed, and they exchange the money whenever necessary inside the piece of equipment, and they close the day also using the equipment. So they can control every penny inside their store. There was a reduction as well of 50% of their cash money, petty cash money. Why there is this decrease of petty money in the treasury? The money is running a lot. In the past, they prepared packages, as you saw in the movies, preparing packages for all the cash operators. They get the package of money for the operation, and of the day, this money returned to the treasury to close the day. The idea to have this equipment, the equipment will do it all. We depend on a piece of equipment, of machine, instead of depending on people. And here we can see on your right-hand side the equipment with the rear collection. There's no need for the transporting company in the store to collect the money. Everything is in the rear end of the machine. Nobody sees it. So they start observing, do we have a lot of money in the store? Can we reduce the amount of money for the operator? Everything is into consideration, so we can totally control the money. Some other premises, banks, and other retailers all over Brazil also using this technology and control. Today, we have a scarcity of labor. It's very hard to hire and train people, and we do depend on treasury people to take care of money in our operation. When we place the equipment, we depend on the piece of equipment. Could be ours. We run according to our policies. I'd like to invite you to visit our booth, perto. Visit us, get to know the solution more. We have this piece of equipment here to showcase. Feel free to ask questions. We'll be at the booth to answer your questions. And if you want to have a question right now, I'm here for you. Thank you so much for your attendance. I hope you enjoyed, and this added something for you. Thank you so much.